it wasn't by their own free will that they chose that I want to have a crisis, but it's almost like, is it predestined that someone is by the age of 42 that they're going to be awakened? So how can you by your own free will, let me just work hard and do more meditation and I can awakening and connect it to all? Is it predestined?
Preethaji and I have led thousands across the globe into states of awakening. But how does awakening happen? For awakening to happen in consciousness, one has to go through a process. I would say a process is a journey of truth. I always take this allegory to describe a process. The allegory of a king cobra, one of the most poisonous snakes in the world. It grows long. It grows fast to a length of, say, 12 to 18 feet. So every time it has a spurt of growth, every once in a few months, this cobra feels very uncomfortable in its own skin. And once it becomes uncomfortable in its own skin, it's not able to see, it loses its sight. And then the cobra actually goes into seclusion. It sits under the rock somewhere, away from everything. And it'll become completely blind in that process. And after about 10 days of sitting quietly that way, sight comes back. It regains a new sight. Then it sheds its old skin. Its old skin peels off and a new skin emerges. And then it gets out into the world with great vitality. That is a process. A process is where you sit down, you shed your old, you gain a vision, and you get back in the world. I would definitely not say that it is predetermined. Definitely it is not predetermined. If there is a crisis that is striking at you, not only a crisis, if there is a feeling of meaninglessness, a purposelessness, a lack of clarity, a boredom that is set into you, that means you are longing for something more greater in life. And it is necessary. It's not only for those who are feeling this, even for those who are not feeling this. When you are awakened, when you go through a deep spiritual process, it is like being able to conquer those challenges, being able to live life with greater clarity, being able to breathe air without struggling for breath. That is the experience that you will have when you go through this awakening and go through the process. There was an immense cry from the spiritual seekers all over the world. Not only the spiritual seekers, because it was something new that the world was not expecting. It is something, the world was not familiar with what was happening with the pandemic. And that is when we reached out to the people all over the world with a mystic process. It's called the manifest, and it happens every month. It is continuing to happen, even as world is trying to regain its lost strength and vitality. We are still taking this manifest. It's a mystic process that I lead. It is a 3.5 hour immersion in the depths of your consciousness. In the manifest process, basically, I do not believe in solving problems just at the mind level or the thought level, or even doing some energy work. I believe that solutions or dissolution has to happen at the deepest level of your consciousness. That is, you need to enter a greater realm of consciousness. And from that realm, you need to dissolve those blocks that is causing the problems. You need to harness the power of the universal intelligence or the divine, however you want to call it, to create or to manifest the synchronicities, the miracles, the life situations, or solutions to problems that you need in your life.